My name is Jess. I am 29 years old. I'm from New Zealand and I've been living in London for the last 18 months. Yeah, about a year and a half, just over a year and a half, since February last year. So I came here on a 2-year working visa to live, work and basically travel Europe. And I'm a teacher, so I came here with the intention to get absorbed in a new education system and basically expand my career in some way and help children on this side of the world learn. And then I was here, I travelled quite a lot in the first 4 months I was here, and then I got diagnosed with breast cancer. So it's been a bit of a roller coaster, but that's one of the reasons why I'm involved in TEDx, and I'm really looking forward to talking to people about my experiences and why we all need to be more aware of our bodies and how we can essentially prevent getting breast cancer. The power of purpose for me means I've thought about this so much, and it is actually a really hard question to answer because I don't know if I'm thinking about what people want to hear or what I think, or do you know what I mean? It's kind of one of those things, and I think that the power of purpose is, we all have a purpose in life, I feel, and essentially we are put on the planet to do something great. We all have goals in life, and that's one of the things that I said at the start of my blog post. We all have hopes and dreams and want to achieve and do the best we can. And I thought that I had that already. I had a purpose to educate people and be a teacher. And it took me a long time to realise that. I first of all did what I loved. I did fashion design at university. And then I went into teaching, and I had a lot of passion for that, and it gave me reason to, have an amazing life and change the lives of others. Then with getting breast cancer, I kind of pushed myself to keep teaching because I loved it so much, and I ended up, it was more of a distraction. It wasn't really, a passion. It started to be less of a purpose, but then it kind of came back into fruition when I discovered that I wanted to tell people what I'd been through, and I could, when I was telling people, I could tell the difference that was making to them and changing their thinking and making them think about how they looked after their bodies. And I found the power of purpose in essentially teaching people about breast cancer and the signs and symptoms and the warning signs, and I just want people to know about it so that they don't have to go through what I went through. And that's my power of purpose, I guess. And this is what I want to do for the rest of my life, I think, is be a patient advocate, so supporting people that have had the disease or are going through it, and letting them know that, hopefully it's going to be okay, and I'll get there. And then just to pass on information in general, and just getting people to think about it and be more aware. Yeah. People that are teachers, very inspiring, and you can completely change somebody's life as a teacher, and I know that I've done that already, and that's quite an awesome thing. So generally people that like to help and educate others, I find that really inspirational. But I've read books on people, I've read Lance Armstrong's biography, and he obviously went through cancer, and I know a lot of people don't really like him and stuff, but reading his book I read that before I had cancer, long time before, and it kind of like, I think it gave me a bit of perspective on what the journey was like and what the fight was like and how to get through it. So I think somebody like him gave me reason to push as hard as I could to get through it, even though it was really difficult. So I found him really inspirational because of course he was a cancer survivor as well. So you have that commonality and that connection with people that have had an illness, and people that have had cancer as well. There's this woman who has just finished her treatment, and I do volunteer work for a breast cancer awareness charity, and she's involved in that as well. And every time I see a post of hers on Facebook, or she updates her blog every day, she's blogging for breast cancer care, she's doing all these amazing things, and she's incredible. And yeah, there's so many people out there that are in a similar predicament to me that are also, so inspiring and just doing incredible things to promote awareness as well. So yeah, it's awesome. Her name's Jackie. Yeah, Jackie Scully. Just an amazing, happy, incredible lady, and so positive too. I think with cancer, like, it's one of those things, a lot of people see the negativity of it, and that's why people are so terrified of it. And I think that more of us need to get out there and be like, yes, I had cancer, but it hasn't defined me, and I'm happier than I've ever been in my life. And that's kind of how I feel, you get people really appreciate hearing your story and knowing that you have gone through something that is viewed as so incredibly awful, and you've got there, and now you're on the other side trying to educate people and help them save their own lives. That's the power of purpose in itself. It's pretty awesome, yeah. Andrew Stanton, the clues to a great story is such a... It just really cements kind of what a TED Talk kind of is or should be, or, without saying that exactly anywhere in the speech that he delivers. I think it's just a really good... It's such a good talk, and it's funny and it's sad, and I was just completely engaged in it, and it just has given me a lot of advice on how to build my own talk. I tend to steer towards inspirational talks, and there are a couple. One is by a woman called Janine Shepherd, and it's like, a broken body is not a broken person. And when you have when you're a person who's fit and healthy and everything's going your way and everything's so good, and then all of a sudden everything's cut off really quickly, her talk just goes above and beyond inspiration, like it's incredible. Her talk just goes above and beyond inspiration, like it's incredible. She's an Australian lady, and she was in the Australian Olympic cross-country ski team, and she was on a training bike ride, and 10 minutes before the training ride ended, she was hit by a utility truck, and she basically spent the next year and a half in and out of hospital rehabilitating herself. Was told she'd never walk again. She's lucky she didn't get killed, but it's just about her going through that and then coming back to life and just having like a new lease on what life is, and following her dreams to become a pilot. So she became an airline pilot. So that's a really good one. But another one that I really, really love is Amy Purdy, Living Beyond Limits. She was only 19 or 20, she moved away from home and, you know, had a good job and just wanted to snowboard pretty much. That was, you know, when we're young, we just want to do fun stuff like that. And she went home with a cold, and it turns out she had bacterial meningitis, and she was in a coma for a extended amount of time and ended up losing both her legs below the knee and had to come back from, you know, being completely broken and just going through rehab and learning how to walk again with prosthetics. And then she was like, how am I ever going to snowboard again? And she's now like a world champion snowboarder. She's doing amazing stuff in the States in regards to helping especially young people that have lost their limbs for whatever reason, and she's been on Dancing with the Stars. She's just doing incredible advocacy work in regards to people with amputees, yeah, which is amazing. And she's just like, her talk is like under 10 minutes, and it's just incredible. She's just, yeah, I just love those three people, the way they come across too, their personality and how they deliver their talks is just, yeah, three of my favourites. And Amy especially, I feel like I can really relate to them in a way. You know, going through cancer is quite a traumatic experience, and even though it was really hard, I kind of got quite a lot out of the experience. Yeah, I'm using that to now help people, and help myself too. Like, it's such a positive way of going about taking something that could have been really horrible and just turning it around completely and being like, right, I'm going to use this to my advantage and really make a difference. You know, I gave my life up, really. I quit my job. I sold all my things. I sold my car. I had nothing left. All I had was a 20-kilo backpack and, you know, a plane ticket, a one-way plane ticket. Kind of risking it all, and just, you know, life is either an extraordinary adventure or nothing. And that was said by Helen Keller, who is a literary and a feminist in the United States, I think in the early, like around the 1920s. She was deaf and blind. Summed up my life before I had cancer, and it just sums up my life now, because really in my philosophy is that you just need to give everything a go, and if it doesn't work out, then it's not over, you know, like you just have to start somewhere else, go to another path and start again and do something else. Breast cancer awareness and knowing and being confident enough to, you know, seek medical help when they think it's necessary, and not be scared of a disease that everyone is so terrified of. I think fear kills us more than anything else does sometimes, and yeah, just come with an open mind and just listen to my story, and I hope that they take away from it awareness, and then they use it to tell they share it with other people, and just, you know, everyone gets talking about breast cancer awareness. I think that with cancer, because so many of us are terrified about it, people don't actually like to talk about it. A lot of people that have cancer like to get through the treatment and get through it, and then be like, okay, that was then, the rest of my life is now. I'm forgetting about, that's not a part of my life anymore, that's it, it's done. I didn't have a bad experience or anything, so I think that's why I'm able to be like, right, I need to share this so that people can learn from what I've been through, and people don't end up in the same predicament as I do. So yeah, I guess it's all about just sharing what I've been through, and hopefully they'll be able to take that away and share it with other people, and we'll all be better off for it. It's all about, you know, knowing what normal is, what your normal is for you, and being able to notice changes in your body. And yeah, I think that pretty much sums up what I'm going to say. Just thank you so much for the opportunity, and I'm just so excited to be involved, and I hope that I nail it.